Yeah, but
So we're going to bring Bull back in. We'll talk a little Cavs, play a little true and false.
Good.
And get through here. But Cavs, big game tonight against the Bucks.
Cavs come in 4 in a row losers. Bucks come in 2 in a row losers. Donovan Mitchell practiced yesterday, so he's likely to play. That's the good news. He's listed as likely. It's possible that he doesn't. It's going to be probably a game-time call, but they're saying right now that it's likely he'll play. Jarrett Allen is out.
Yeah.
Dean Wade didn't practice yesterday. He's likely out.
That Jarrett Allen one is a big one.
Since you are the Giannis Antetokounmpo expert.
Listen, Giannis is one of those players that you can't really stop him. I think it'll be good for Evan Mobley to go up against a guy like him, though.
He can have his hands full.
Right, because I want to see – everybody thinks that Evan Mobley is going to be you even said that he's going to be the best player in the next 5 years on the Cavs. So it's this saying that if they'll bite as a pup, then they'll bite when they get older. So you need to put him up against some great guys like Giannis and see how he fares. I don't think he's going to turn down any smoke. I think he's going to be up for the challenge. But it is a lot because it's just him. I think it would be nice if Jarrett Allen was there to have somebody to defer to. But
if he ever needs it, it's tonight.
He's going to have to put his big boy pants on tonight for sure.
We're going to find out a lot about him.
Man, I was sitting back analyzing after I watched them play the Timberwolves the other day, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, and I was saying, you know what? We haven't talked about this enough. The most pivotal person I think that's going to be, pivotal for the Cavs to get to a point where they are a power in the East is they need J.B. Bickerstaff to be able to deploy his troops in a way that they can have repeatable performances, right? It doesn't seem like they don't have a recipe for winning. They just win, because, they get there, or Donovan has a great game, or Garland hits some shots, or, Jarrett Allen gets on the boards. When I watch teams in basketball, one of the teams, you like it or love it or hate it or love it, you watch Golden State. And when you watch Golden State, one thing that always dawns on me is this, that their guys never are caught off position. You never see guys like Looney being at the top of the key at the end of the shot clock. You never see the ball in somebody else's hands. You never see Wiggins taking these crazy Steph Curry shots. Everybody is where they're supposed to be. Everybody is playing in a way. Draymond Green, gets the ball, facilitates. He hands the ball off. He's not up there pounding the ball, looking at the shot clock. And I think for the Cavs to get to a place, they need to say, okay, this is where Evan Mobley is dangerous. This is where he gets the ball.
All of them have defined roles.
Defined roles. Mm-hmm. Listen, Karis LeVert, when you're in that second unit, you got about 7 dribbles.
Right.
7. This is what you do. 7. If you ain't got it. Kevin Love, to his point, I think he knows his role because he plays the same.
Catch and shoot.
Catch and shoot. He'll give you a pump fake, whatever. Jarrett Allen knows his role. He's rim running. I think the thing that you need to figure out is when you got 2 ball dominant guys, which area of the floor am I good at? What plays can I call to get somebody? And sometimes it can be as easy as JB just saying, all right, well, he can manage this from the bench. Like we say, well, they got to figure out. No, he can say, hey, call this play. Darius, get the ball. I'm going to call 10 plays in a row for him because I think he's doing a good job. He could also say Donovan Mitchell. Donovan got it working. Let's see how I'm going to call a play for him 5 times.
Yeah.
Or I think Evan, like a game against Giannis and you don't have Jarrett Allen, one of the things that McNuggets talked about the other day was that you didn't have Allen, you didn't have Mitchell, and Evan Mobley took 4 shots.
Right.
JB has to be in his ear early.
More involved.
We need you offensively today. Yeah. Not just we need you to be aggressive, looking to score. And and don't count on the young player understanding the game or understanding the moment because he's 19, 20 years old.
Yeah. Bull, isn't that what these first, I don't know, maybe even first 40 games, the first half of the season, isn't that why that's so important to this group? Because they're trying to figure out what lane is theirs?
Yeah, I mean, I missed the very beginning of what G said, but the Cavs' goal is to someday be what the Warriors are, right? But the Warriors have been together forever.
Yep.
Even Andrew Wiggins has been there 3 years. All the other guys have been there at least. Looney's been there 5, 6, 7 years at this point. Doesn't seem like it, but he has. And obviously all the rest of their key players that you talk about, they've been playing together for so long that of course they're further afield. The Cavs have barely played together. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland haven't played together at all. I think what's happened is that we got so excited because they looked so good during that 8-game winning streak that maybe we're nitpicking too much, the struggles they've had here. They've had guys out of the lineup. Guys, when we look back in April, May, June, hopefully, June might be a little optimistic, but when we look back in April and May, I don't think we're going to be thinking about a 4 or 5 or even 6-game losing streak in November playing any kind of role. The first half of the season, Jay, as you say, for me, is all about learning to play together, learning the roles that G talked about, where I'm supposed to be, when I should dribble, when I should shoot. And Karis LeVert, who you mentioned, he didn't play that much with these guys. He came in last year and he was hurt for a little while, so he's barely played. Obviously, Mitchell and none of these guys have played together for very long. Mobley was a rookie last year. So there's still, even for the guys that were here last year, there's still a lot to learn playing as this group together. And to expect it to be anywhere close to the Warriors even by the end of this year is unfair. They weren't this team when they first started. It's going to take time. Clearly the talent is there. Clearly these guys like playing together. I think it's all positive. There's going to be times where they don't play well, which is what we're seeing right now. And it'd probably be a struggle tonight to not have Jared Allen and maybe not have Donovan Mitchell for the game. But man, I'm not worried long-term about this team at all.
Yeah,
but I think
do
they're going to have a hard time winning tonight, certainly.
It is going to be an uphill climb. I mean, you're probably looking at a 5-game losing streak. The good thing is I know that it's tough for young guys to not look at the scoreboard and the wins and the losses piling up.
Yeah.
But it's too early in the season to start doing that and start paying attention to that. The mission of the first half of this season is to figure out how the ingredients mix together in the bowl.
Right.
Play in the right
and
way.
then start worrying about what it tastes like and what the product is the second half of the season.
I just think you want them to go out there and play as hard as they can, figure some things out, get better every game,
right.
and have a shot in the fourth quarter. That's pretty.
And that's where they've been. I mean, all of these losses, they've been right there.
That's what I'm saying.
They've all been 3, 4, 1, 2 points, so they're close.
There hasn't been a point where it's like we should panic about anything. They're going to figure this thing out. It's just taking time.
Like you say, Jay, you're a pitcher, right? When you get a pitcher and you're working on those mechanics, you just want replicatable reps. You telling them, hey, look, we just want to fix this area, and your velocity might not be there.
Right.
The control might not be there.
It's not necessarily about the results, but the process.
It's the reps, and I just want to see them play the right way. If Mobley takes a shot and he knows that's where they want him to take it at, I'm cool with that. Miss or make, that'll come later, or wins will come later. Right. I just want to see him play the right way.
What is impressive, the Celtics have kind of emerged now. It's at the Celtics and the Bucks, to me, are the class of the East. They're 11-3, and 2 of their losses
The
came
Celtics
to the Cavs.
11-3.
Quietly.
They're 11-3. They've won 8 in a row.
Wow.
They're
I
on
didn't
they're
know
on a
that.
streak.
Wow.
And they're 2 of those 3 losses came to the Cavaliers. So it is a work in progress.
Yeah.
Some nights the product is going to look a little sloppy, but it's all about, did you learn something in that defeat? Okay, we lost this one, but you can't fall down 20 points in the first quarter.
Right.
And dig yourself out of that hole.